So for this standard, you just wanted me to improve it by talking about some of the components and how it would affect the angle. So you started off by asking about rho, but it was actually perimeter. I probably should have been clear about labeling it, but that was just like the components added up here. And this is interesting, I think, because like if you increase the perimeter, you'd be increasing like the mass as well, since like the length is increasing. So like right here, rather than 28, would be a larger number, which would increase the mass, and that would increase the torque caused by gravity, which would decrease the angle. But you'd also be increasing the area, which is the torque acting opposite. So my gut instinct is that like it would depend on how much you increase the length, because at some point one of them is going to have to win. But that's my hypothesis on what would happen there. The other one was asked about current, and if the current increased, that would just increase the torque acting up, so theta would increase. That makes sense. And mass, I sort of talked about that, but if just mass was increased, like the mass density or whatever, then this torque would be greater, so the angle would decrease. And then you asked about the magnetic field if it wasn't acting this way, if it was acting upwards. And in that case, I don't think there'd be any angle, because since it's a cross product, none of the magnetic field would be perpendicular to the area, so there wouldn't be any angle created.